Okay, so I've just finished the leadership program that I've conducted over the last 4 days with a group of young talents from a bank. And one of the elements in the program was there was a CSR element, and we took this group of young people to an underprivileged community. And one of the biggest takeaways that I remember most was from this young man who said, he had a conversation with some of the members of the community as they were cooking, and he said, Puan, mana ayam? Or, excuse me, where's the chicken? And the reply that he got was, we can't afford the meat. And he said, later on, as we sat down and we reflected, he said, I've forgotten how privileged I am. And I think as the year draws to an end, it's time for all of us to take stock of the year and to take stock of what we've got. And I know times are tough, I know times are bad, and if you're a Malaysian watching this, Malaysia's not in the best of situations right now. But I would also like to think that if you're watching this, then we probably still do have a fair bit to be grateful for and to be thankful for. And it doesn't matter, who did it or anything like that. It just matters that we've got food on the table, shelter overhead. We've all got something to be thankful for, even though it may seem to be very small. So, as the year draws to a close, I want to encourage people to count your blessings and have a mentality of appreciation, because I think that's really, really important. It helps us stay grounded, it helps us stay true to who we are. However, I've also got a thought for you to think about, and that's in terms of ambition. I find that as a country, we've been too contented over the last 20 years, and that's come to a boil right now, as the result of the contentment usually leads to complacency, and complacency leads to stagnation, stagnation leads to a lack of results, and ta-da, here we are today complaining, right? So let's not forget that as we give thanks and as we appreciate, there is also an element of growth, and there's also an element of ambition that we have to have moving forward into the future. Because if we just stay still and do nothing but complain, guess what's going to happen? Nothing. And I think we're doing a bit too much of that complaining these days. So I want to share with you a phrase that I learned from Jim Rohn, and this phrase stuck with me as a personal life philosophy. He said, one should strive to be contented yet ambitious. And I think that's a brilliant place to be, right? To be contented but yet ambitious, to appreciate what you've got, to give thanks for what you've got, but still be able to say, here's what I'm striving for, here's what I'm pushing for, here's what I'm going to go for. And I think if more of us had that mentality, I think life would probably be a lot more meaningful for a lot of people, because we wouldn't be sitting around complaining, we would be doing something about it, but still have that spirit of appreciation. So as in DJP, as we wind down for the year, we take stock and then we start planning for next year. This is the mentality that we want to have, and this is the mentality that we've always had, and I hope that this is the mentality that you would like to have. Because there are lots of exciting things planned. We've had a good year this year, but there are also lots of exciting things planned that we want to roll out next year. And we hope that you get the same as well. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.